Welcome back to another episode of the award-winning Brad Miller Time. And this week we're going to take a look at a guy who maybe doesn't get quite as much attention, as he should. A hard-working guy who does a lot for us, and he's new this year as well. So we figured it's about time. I mean, the year's coming to an end here, and we haven't even met him yet. So we're going to bring him on the show. He's hard at work right now. Andy Reynolds. You can come on over here. He's putting our. What are you doing right now?
I'm just getting the jerseys ready for the trip here. We leave tomorrow morning at 9, and once you guys get out of the locker room tonight, I'll throw the jerseys out and bags out, and you guys will be all ready to go.
Nice. Andy, why don't you tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and kind of where you came from and a little bit about your history.
Well, I'm originally from St. Paul. I went to high school at Eastview down in Apple Valley, and I worked with the team there and just kind of continued to do that, liked what I did, and went on to college at Duluth, the enemy. Worked there for 4 years, the equipment guy, and then was fortunate enough last year to work, continue my career as equipment and work with under 17 team out in Ann Arbor there, and worked with them for a year, and then this past summer got the opportunity to apply for the job here, and took it, and was fortunate enough to get it, and here I am.
Working with the USA Hockey program, there must have been some spoiled brats there. Must have been difficult guys to work with and keep happy.
Yeah, the worst was probably Derek Forbert, which, you'd probably understand that.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel bad for you on that one.
What did he do so bad? Why was he so crazy?
Why is Forbert so difficult to work with?
Probably because it takes him forever to do anything. He'd be the last one out of the locker room. You'd basically have to tear the stuff off of him just to get him out of there. He's just so high maintenance on his sticks and on his skates and everything. It's unbelievable,
I see that guy. There's Derek Forbert. We're about an hour and a half past practice. It's been over, and the guy just got undressed, and God knows what he's doing over there. Andy's trying to shut the place down and get home for dinner, and he's over there. Andy, why don't you tell a little bit quickly just kind of about your responsibilities with us and what you do around here?
Around here, pretty much do a lot with skate sharpening and ordering and sewing, laundry, just kind of picking up after you guys a little bit, straightening up the room, packing for trips, unpacking for trips, just kind of stuff like that.
Right behind Mario is our skate sharpener, and during games sometimes guys will blow an edge or something, and the fans may not realize it, but that guy might have to leave the bench or whatever the case may be, and take his skate off. And you're pretty darn quick. I think I blew an edge once this year, and I think you had my skate sharpened and back on my foot before I even missed a shift. How fast are you at sharpening skates and getting guys back out there?
Depends on the situation and what's wrong with the skate. I try to get it as quick, obviously as quickly as I can. It's kind of hard to gauge, how fast, but I try to get it so that you can miss maybe, if at worst, one shift. I know last weekend Mario kind of had a little flat tire before he went out there for the national anthem, and I got it done by the time the national anthem started. So that was pretty quick. Granted, it was just one skate, but.
Yeah, little things like that people may not notice that you do for us, and you make a huge impact. So, Andy, thanks a lot for everything you do for us.
Yeah, not a problem. Thanks for having me on the show, guys.
Here we are with Andy's first assistant.
Not real sure on the title. You'd have to ask him.
Well, he's an assistant of Andy, and he works for Pat. I don't know how Pat got people to work under him, but he did. So he works with the coaches, and Zach, he's another guy behind the scenes. He's one of the people around here that makes this place tick. And Zach, why don't you tell us a couple things that you do for the team?
Gosh, there's just so little. I don't know, really. Kind of day-to-day stuff, laundry, stuff Andy doesn't want to do, or anything Pat doesn't want to do. So,
So you're basically the real work behind what goes on around here. You kind of do all the crappy jobs, the man work.
Yeah, I do all the work in the corners. Pat and Andy are just kind of in the slot, scoring the goals, taking all the glory.
Yeah, I could definitely see that, Andy and Pat taking the glory, not really doing all the hard work, putting the hard work on all the other people, but it's it's good to see that there is people around here that are doing the hard work, and Andy's a pretty hard worker. Pat Swanson, our whatever he does, not sure what his title is, hockey operations, the head of that, hockey operations, and yeah, I don't know how we got the promotion, but we did, and now we got great guys like Zach who take care of us every day. Pretty much do anything you ask them. So Zach, thanks for being on the show, and thanks for being part of the Sioux family.
Thanks for having me, Mar.
We're in the stick room right now on the award-winning Brad Miller time, and this room is kind of hallowed ground around here. I'm pretty fortunate to be in here right now. This is a difficult place to get. Certainly a lot more reasonable with Andy here. With when Patty was here, it was like he had to hold your hand in here. But Andy has a little bit of trust in us, and it works out all right. Andy, a lot of guys break sticks. Sometimes it becomes an issue, but tell us, is there anyone who breaks a lot of sticks and who's hard to keep up with all the ordering and things?
Yeah, Brad Malone, Matt Fratton, and Ben Blood pretty much have the lead on broken sticks this year on the team. I want to say Brad Malone's probably gone through good 45 of them so far this year.
Those are three pretty big guys that can definitely see that happening. And I remember last year Ben Blood, every slap shot he took, he broke a stick, and finally Patty got him the pro stock sticks that have a little more durability. Now Andy, besides obviously me and Mario being absolute joys to deal with and be around in general, what other guys are real easy to be around? We heard about Derek Forbert being a real problem child. Those USA Hockey kids are always a problem, but maybe you can talk a little bit about who's good to deal with.
People like Corbin Knight and Joe Gleason, Jake Marto, they're pretty good to work with. I haven't had any problems really with anybody. Che can be kind of needy at times, but no, he's good. Everyone I guess pretty much, I can't really pick favorites, but
besides me and Mario, you can't.
Of course, besides you and Mario, so.
Andy, thank you for allowing me into the stick room, and maybe if the cameraman can take a little look at all the sticks, and maybe people get an idea of how many we do go through. It seems to be a pretty common question, but Andy, thanks again.
Yeah, thanks again, guys.